Splatoon's ranked modes. Game modes that stray away from the game's advertised mode of turf war. It serves to spice the game mode with different objectives and focus points. With these ranked modes come a rank system, of course. And between each of the three games, they have functioned quite differently. Each have their own pros and cons, but which one was the best, and how would you perfect it? Well, that's what we're here for today. Let's talk about each game's ranking system and see which one was the best. Just to clarify, we will not be talking about X-Rank in this video. That will be saved for another video soon. Also, just so you know, this video is quite long, and most of it is just revealing how the rank system works. So I'm just going to put these timestamps up here so y'all can skip to these times if you want to see my overall opinion for each rank system and my conclusion. Got it? Cool. Let's get into it, starting with Splatoon 1. So the first ever Splatoon ranking system, when rank first started, it only had zones and tower control. In a later update, Rainmaker was added as well. Splatoon only carried 3 modes, as the best mode in the series being Clan Blitz wasn't added until Splatoon 2. Let's get into the rank system. It being Splatoon's first iteration of a system, they decided to keep it simple with a number system. Each rank you start at 30 points. Once you make it to 100 points in each rank, you will rank up. If you make it below 0 points, you will rank down, and start at 70 points of the previous rank. Starting all the way from C-, you have to grind all the way to S+, which is the highest rank in the game. You gain and lose a set amount of points in each rank, and they all vary depending on the letter and number you are at the time. From C- all the way to A+, the base amount of points you lose is 10. Depending on circumstances, you can lose 8 points or sometimes 12 points. The best amount of points you gain differ in the ranks as well. In C- you gain 20 points. C rank you gain 15 points. C+ and B- you gain 12 points. From B rank all the way to A+, the base amount you gain is 10. Now, when we hit S and S+, this is where things start to shake, and the difficulty in ranking up spikes. When you hit S rank, the game implements a system where the conditions of how much points you gain are depending on your current rank number. If you are between 0 and 39 points, you can only gain 5 points. And once you get to 40 to 99 points, you can only gain 4 points. But wait, here's the catch. This also applies to the points you lose. Between 0 and 79 points, your base point loss is 5. But when you're between 80 and 99 points, that point loss becomes 6 points. You may be asking, why did they do this? To keep ranking up in the highest rank in the game a challenge. S rank is the border between the highest rank in the game. You need like a 65 or 70% win rate if you want to rank up, which I know some of you won't agree with this. I think it's actually very good in how the ranking system should always be. However, there are drawbacks to how ranks were handled in the first game, which honestly I believe isn't a matter of the actual system, more of how things were handled and the Wii U's hardware. First thing first, the modes didn't have a separate rank. They all shared one, and with how things were in this game, people would pick Tower Control Lunar Blaster and cheese their way to S+, which I don't think is a good thing. In squad battles, or league battle as we know it, it allows you to play with friends. The issue here is that in Splatoon 1, if your rank was lower than S, you can still lose and gain points as if it's an actual ranking system. So this allowed niggas to have their friends carry them through ranks and to get to the next rank.
Oh no! Yay! We did it! Yoshi helped carry me all the way to this point. Whatever, I don't know, I don't even want to question it. S rank! Yes rank! Yes, I'm an S!
The Wii U also had very little security as long as you had a USB. You could do what they called save scumming, where you can save a previous save of the game. Like let's say you're S86 on points, but you're going to lose a streak and go all the way down to like S68. You can reload back to S86, which I also think is not good. Oh yeah, and disconnects count as point losses. Only like 2 points, but still not good. And that's all I have for the negatives. But like I said before, these cons are more of a hardware issue and decision making issue, rather than the actual point system. And that about wraps it up here for Splatoon 1. Let's jump 3 years forward to Splatoon 2. So in Splatoon 2, they decided to give the system a complete overhaul, taking away the number system and place for a bar instead. Oh yeah, Clan got added in this game, and all the ranks were separate between the 4 modes. So you have to go through the ranking system 4 times to get to the highest rank in all modes, which I think is how it should always be in my opinion. Per usual, the game starts you out at C-, and the more you win games, the more the bar fills till you make it over to the next rank. Unlike the first game, losses are not punished by reverting your progress. You don't lose progress on the bar for losing games. Instead, when you lose, the bar shakes, and when you lose twice, the bar cracks. the bar cracks for every 2 losses that you get. When you get to the 8th loss, the bar breaks and crashes, causing you to derank back to the previous rank if you're below the OK line. Yeah, this bar system implemented online to where if your progress is at least touching the OK line, you can maintain your rank despite the bar breaking. Also to note, the more you rank up, the further the OK line becomes, but it's nothing drastic in my opinion. Oh yeah, depending on how well you do in each rank, like let's say you lose no games and fill up the bar, there's a high chance you can skip some ranks. It can happen at any rank, but you mostly see this happen at S+. Speaking of which, you gotta make it to S+10 to get to X rank. That's assuming you don't skip any ranks. So you need a total of 20 rankers to make it to the highest rank in the game from C-. So when I say this, I'm speaking in the perspective of someone's introduction to the franchise being Splatoon 2. I know some of you may not like this opinion, but I'm not entirely the biggest fan of this rank system. I think the OK line being implemented in a rank system is a downgrade for the quality of players within each rank. It's just kind of like when 3 to 4 games and you're guaranteed to not rank down, which I don't think is a good thing. I think ranking systems should always be harsh to clearly separate players by skill level. You can have a negative win-loss ratio and still maintain your rank when a bar breaks.
But when you only have to win 3 out of 11 games to keep your rank, that equates to about a 27% win rate. That is in no way worthy of keeping your rank.
At least we were cute doing it. What?
If your win-loss ratio is bad, then you deserve to be ranked down, but that's just my opinion. Reminder, this was my first time playing a Splatoon game. You wanna know how long it took me to reach the highest rank in the game? 6 months. Whether y'all think that's reasonable or not, my opinion is that's unreasonably short. Mind you, for 2 of these months, I had no internet, so technically 4 months is how long it took me. And that's with off and on playing. Oh yeah, skipping rank should never be a thing. Just away from the whole point of a ranking system. That's my opinion on Splatoon 2 rank system. Now let's wait half a decade for the next installment.
I felt like Dragon Night. Girl, let's play a game tonight. The price is right. I gotta catch them all tonight. You just one night, I let it go.
So in Splatoon 3, they decided to go with a banking system where you're forced to borrow money. As stupid as that sounds, that's essentially what the system was. And you have to pay back the money and then some to make it to that next rank. Of course, these money values defer as the rank increases. Alright, outside with the money jump. Just understand, if you ain't making a bad playing rank, then that's your ass. Let's get into how this works. So instead of you gaining and losing value after one game in like the past systems, they decided to grade you on your overall performance with the series system. You can win 5 games or lose 3 games. When you win 5 games, then you basically have earned the minimum max amount of points you can gain in the series. If you lose 3 games, then whatever amount of wins you have before you lost 3 times will be tallied up to the points you gain. So how this system works is you have to pay a set amount of points to enter a series, and you have to gain a set amount of points in order to rank up. Yo, when writing the script, I forgot to mention rank up battles, so sorry about that. So how it works is when you get enough points to rank up, you gotta do a rank up battle. You have 3 chances. 3 wins, you rank up, or if you lose 3 times, you don't rank up. And if you don't rank up, then you gotta go back and pay more and you can get into a series so you can have another chance to get that rank up battle again so you can rank up. Okay, that's all. Back to the video. Splitter on a rank system has their own point fee and starting point value, as you can see here. Each rank also has a base amount of points you get for each win. In C rank, your fee is 0 through 40 points, and each win is worth at least 20 points. In B rank, your fee is between 55 and 85 points, and each win is worth at least 30 points. In A rank, your fee is between 110 and 130 points, and each win is worth at least 40 points. In S rank, your fee is always 170 points, and each win is worth at least 50 points. Now, what the game doesn't tell you is the amount of points the medals you get after each battle is worth. Silver medals are worth 1 point, and gold medals are worth 5, meaning you can get a maximum of 50 points each game, assuming you get all 3 gold medals. Now let's get to my opinions on this system. I actually like this concept of a system. It decides to grade you on an overall performance instead of one game. That's all I have good to say about it though. Let's talk about the negatives. Let's address the elephant in the room. Nintendo thought it was a good idea to make X Battle a separate mode entirely. Nothing wrong with that, but can you guess what the barrier is for X rank? S+0, or essentially just S+. How the fuck do we go from S+10 to S+0? This Cheeto door lock barrier. When I tell you pretty much anybody can play X Battle, I mean anybody. I'm sorry, but some of you niggas suck. Like, it's bad, and there's no better reflection for that reason being the Splatoon 3 rank system. On top of the barrier for the highest level of play having no security, this still feels like the rank system is a bit too easy. Not as easy as Splatoon 2, but still easy nonetheless. It's worth noting that pre-patch Splatoon 3, the points that enter series were way less than they are now, as well as the medals being worth more points. So the ranking system was piss easy to progress at launch. Add along to the garbage barrier for X rank, you have yourself the worst skill separation in this game's history, and I'm not exaggerating. The ranks failed to do their job in Splatoon 3. Even after patching your system and tweaking the points, I still think it's a bit too easy. Like in the early ranks, all you have to do is win 2 or 3 games to at least break even and not lose anything. If you aren't winning 4 to 5 games in a series to have a positive win-loss ratio, you shouldn't be gaining shit. I know I sound harsh, but I'm gonna explain why I think this way in my conclusion later. But addressing another core problem with Splatoon 3's ranking system is that there's absolutely no way to rank down. Whatever rank you're at, if you don't rank up, you're basically stuck there. That point system they made generates what we call depth, you owe to the point system, and you can go down infinitely. Some players ended up having thousands in depth to the system. This is absolutely ridiculous and ruins a player will or want to play the ranked modes. Just to rank them instead of letting them sink even lower and lower in the ranks they're stuck at. It's like digging a hole deeper and deeper and you can't climb or jump out. I kid you not, I genuinely think Splatoon 3 has the worst overall rank system in the franchise for both competitive players and casual players. With that out the way, let's jump into my overall conclusion. I mean, if it wasn't obvious, I think Splatoon 1 has the best overall system in our franchise, and it's not even close. All Nintendo really has to do is change the outside factors that I mentioned earlier, and they have a near perfect rank system, especially if they split the ranks between 4 different modes. I have an unpopular way of thinking when it comes to how rank should work in Splatoon, but I'm honestly sick of everything being chalked down to it's a kid's game, or ranking up shouldn't be a grinding too hard. I say bullshit to all of that. Splatoon 2 was my first ever game I played. You wanna know why I have so many fond memories playing that game? Cause I love grinding ranked. I enjoy pushing myself to make it to the highest ranking again, especially because I had to do it 4 times for each mode, extending my playtime even more. Grinding for gear, that's not fun. Grinding for the Cadillac stuff, it's still not fun. But grinding for the highest rank in the game is fun to me and always will be. Even when I first got Splatoon 3, I went straight to rank because I just love doing it that much. Players having something to grind for is great because when they finally get there, it's like a great achievement for them.
Yes! Oh yeah! Woohoo! What do you know? S plus! Finally!
Oh, let's go! Did I do it? Did I reach it? Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! About time!
Once you reach X rank, that's basically it. You're done grinding for anything greater unless you want to go for top 500, but most people don't care about that. As long as they can get to the highest ranking again, that's all that matters to them. FYI, yes, I've been in the top 100 before. Many times. So when the experience of making it to that highest rank is too easy and too fast, that's taking away a core part of the game that some players like me want to do. When I got to S plus 50 in the first 3 months of the game, I felt empty, because there wasn't anything else to work on in comparison to Splatoon 2 where I had to do it 4 times. Now yes, I believe the ranking systems for Splatoon 2 and 3 are not harsh enough, and I know it's a controversial opinion, but I'm gonna explain why I think this way. Ranked is for players that want to push themselves, make it to the highest echelon of play the game has to offer. That task should never be easy like it is in Splatoon 2 and 3. I mean, I can let Splatoon 2 pass because at least you gotta make it to S plus 10, but people will argue this shouldn't be harsh because it's a kid's game, and that's stupid, because at the end of the day, it's an online multiplayer shooter. The ranked modes need to actually separate people by their skill, and actually reward people who are willing to play till they actually improve, not hand out hotcakes and participation awards like in Splatoon 2 and 3. X rank shouldn't be where the system starts getting difficult. It should be like that from the get-go. Look back at Splatoon 1. When you look at S plus in that game, for the most part, the players that got to S plus worked hard to get there because of how challenging the system was. Splatoon 1 did an amazing job separating players by skill and did it the most effectively out of any ranked system in the franchise. It served its purpose very well. That's why I regard it as the best out of all the systems in the franchise. Now, if your counter argument is that would make the game unenjoyable, then don't play ranked. If you can't handle that, in my opinion, this shit ain't cut out for you. Go to free play. Go to turf war. In the next game, I really want to see the rank system be a bit more harsh and actually do its job and separate the ranks by skill. This was a long one, but that finally wraps up this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Maybe I'll do a separate video just for X rank one day. Until then, see you all next time.